They lied to you, the secret history buried for 3,000 years. Imagine waking up one morning to discover that everything you thought you knew about human history was wrong, that the carefully curated stories in your school textbooks, the documentaries you watched, and the grand museums you trusted had hidden a truth so enormous, so world-shattering, that it would rewrite humanity's entire understanding of itself. For 3,000 years, a secret has slumbered beneath layers of dust, guarded by time, protected by the powerful, and silenced by those with the most to lose. This is not the story you will find in an academic journal or on a government-sanctioned plaque. This is the story they never wanted you to hear. The lost civilization, the world forgot in the heart of the Middle East. Archaeologists have for centuries dug up broken pottery, clay tablets, and ruined temples. They told us these belonged to the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. But buried even deeper beneath those layers was something older, far older, a civilization whose very existence was systematically denied. Not because there was no evidence, but because acknowledging it would destroy the timelines and power structures built over centuries. This hidden culture, let's call it the first builders, mastered forms of technology and organization thought impossible for their supposed era. Vast megalithic structures, too massive for any known ancient culture to have moved, point to their skill. Precision cuts in stones harder than steel, formations aligned perfectly to the stars, and symbols whose meaning modern scholars still cannot crack. These are the fingerprints of the first builders. Why bury the truth? If this civilization existed, why did the academic and political elites bury it? Because history is power. Whoever controls the narrative of where we come from controls how we see ourselves, and who gets to rule. The idea that humans were once far more advanced, only to be wiped out by cataclysm or conspiracy, challenges the foundation of every modern institution. Religion, government, academia, all rely on a linear story of slow, gradual human progress. A story that keeps you obedient, humble, and grateful for what you have today. Imagine if people knew that 5,000 years ago there were societies more advanced than medieval Europe, or that our ancestors might have commanded knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and even energy that we still struggle to replicate. It would destroy the myth of today's superior civilization. It would also unravel the grip of those who say they know best about humanity's future. The suppressed evidence. In '92, an archaeologist named Charles Dennison uncovered a set of tablets near what is now southern Iraq. These tablets described events far older than any Sumerian record. They spoke of the star teachers, figures who brought laws, language, and complex mathematics. The language of the tablets was unlike Sumerian or Akkadian. But within months, Dennison's discovery was seized, classified, and declared a hoax by powerful museum authorities who refused to let him publish his findings. Decades later, in Turkey, excavations at Göbekli Tepe revealed megalithic circles dating back over 11,000 years, twice as old as Stonehenge, with carvings of animals that should not have existed in that region. Mainstream archaeologists shrugged it off as a primitive ritual site, ignoring the technical sophistication of its builders. And in Egypt, core drill samples taken from granite blocks at the Great Pyramid showed drill marks that would require machinery with diamond-tipped bits, technology supposedly invented only in the 19th century. Yet, those samples were quietly removed from display, and the reports buried in archives. Ancient cataclysm or cover-up. Some believe the first builders were wiped out by a sudden cataclysm, a flood, a comet impact, a global earthquake that reset human civilization. Others suggest something more sinister, that a powerful elite rose from within or invaded from without destroying their records and rewriting history to place themselves as the inheritors of civilization. Either way, what remains is a global pattern of megalithic sites, from the Americas to Africa, Asia to Europe, enormous stone monuments that modern engineers still puzzle over. They seem to follow the same architectural blueprint, the same star alignments, the same obsession with cosmic cycles.